We're at Tapestry Music's grand opening for a Main Street store with Jay Leonard J.
Hello.
Just finished a killer set. That was awesome. Thanks so much for that. And we thought we'd take a moment and just talk about your gear.
My gear, okay. Well, I brought a little bit of a different setup today because it is kind of a smaller shop. I didn't want to blow down the house because there's a lot of people that want to buy some stuff, so I didn't want to scare them.
Yeah, so you brought a pretty portable one.
Really
you still managed to bring 3 guitars.
I brought 2. I brought 2 guitars. I was polite. I was too.
The third one was ours.
Yeah,
okay.
This is yours, and then the Nova was yours.
Oh yeah, and there. So you still used 4 guitars.
I used 4 guitars.
In one set.
Well, because you go to a guitar store and there's like a lot of cool guitars that you don't see every day. You gotta want to,
Yeah,
I know what my guitars sound like, right? So,
well, let's start off. So you got a Friedman Strat style.
Yeah, this
guitar.
is a Friedman Vintage S, and it's actually a slightly older one. This is back when Jackson was doing the Friedman, so
cool.
kind of a special one now that what Rock and Roll Relics is they're doing.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Relics. Yeah. Billy is doing the new Friedman.
Yeah, I got a couple of those in, and they're really great guitars. Really great guitars.
Cool. I saw a bunch at the NAMM show, and
fantastic.
Man, they look good.
But this one was a really cool one. I was doing a NAMM show, and I needed. Yeah, right. And I had to borrow. I needed to borrow a guitar because I needed to get some sounds on a. I think it was a Helix. I needed to get some sounds on a Helix before I did the show, and I asked the people at BAD, "Hey, do you have a guitar I could just, I just need like a Strat style guitar." And so they gave me a Friedman Vintage S, and I remember just being in the room and I strummed it, and it was so resonant and so loud that even the keyboard player looked up and what is that? That's crazy. That's really vibrant. I'm like, yeah. And so after I did the performance the next day, I pretty much said I have to get one of these guitars. It has to be. And yep, so this has been my main.
Was this the same one that you borrowed?
No, unfortunately, that one was already spoken for, unfortunately. So I was very fortunate to be in a position where I could pick the one that I wanted. So
nice.
This one, was really, really cool. And I like the color. It's kind of
it's like burgundy mist.
Burgundy mist metallic. Yeah. Pretty much if I'm trying to get a Stratty kind of sound, this is definitely the one I like to reach for. Pickups are a little bit warmer than standard.
Yeah, you said they were what, Alnico 2s?
I believe they're 2s. Yeah. They sound more rolled off. They sound a little bit wider, or more mid-rangey. So,
definitely the top end was pretty smooth when you were playing.
Yeah. It works really well with the Friedman amp, surprisingly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So if you're Telly's, you like the Telly sound or Strat sound, but it sounds too harsh through a Marshall, then you actually might like this kind of setup a little bit more, right? The other guitar I brought.
Tell me about the baritone.
Yeah, this was another NAMM story actually. So this is a Grez Mendocino, and I use this a lot.
So I'm not familiar with Grez.
So Grez is they're from California. It's a one-man guy. His name is Barry Grezoblik or something like that.
All right.
Really, really nice guy. Really fantastic pompadour. And his whole thing is he has all this reclaimed redwood, cedar.
Oh, cool.
And so all his guitars, the tops are made old bridges and old barns and stuff.
Yeah, all the reclaimed stuff.
So you could even see how just delicate and the top is. You could even see.
Oh yeah, it's already wearing.
It's really wearing out. He even sent me a pick guard. I just haven't put it on yet. Yeah. Because it's just the soft wood.
It's cedar, right?
It's cedar. It's really delicate. But I was at NAMM, and he actually, hey, come over, check this out. And I've never really played a baritone guitar before. Because I always kind of thought, Barrys are more for metal players like Barrys and surfery people, right?
Rockabilly.
Rockabilly. And then when I played this thing, it was real freaking nasty, man. It was badass and it was funky because it's like a baritone.
So much snap.
Right? So I started kind of doing it more of a funk way, and I couldn't stop playing it. And there was another thing. I just talked to him. I was like, I have to get one of these.
Do you know what the scale length is on that? 27 or something? Or?
You know what? I don't know actually off the top of my head. I wish I did, but no, I'm not quite sure.
It must be fairly long to be snappy.
It is, yeah. It's There's a lot of. It really pops.
Kind of like what gold foil.
Yeah, these are the Lawler gold foil pickups on it.
Oh, sweet.
And they're to the point. I kind of want to put this on a guitar. These things sound rad.
Every guitar I've played with gold foils always sounds really cool, and I played a Collings a long time ago that had some gold foils. That just
same ones, yeah, the Lawler ones.
And there's something special about them. They're cool. It's different than a Strat, different than a Telly. It's kind of its own thing. It wouldn't be like my everyday, all-day pickup, but for certain sounds, it's just got magic, kind of sparkle.
Really, it's a character. It's a beautiful character sound. Cool. And you're right. It's very, very different. It is single coil. They do hump, but for a single coil, they're quite quiet. you know. But I played another one. I went to the Yamaha custom shop in California, and they made a Rev Star that was Fender length, like Fender scale length, 25 and a half, right? Yeah. And then they put the gold foils. It was dope. It was such a great guitar. So nice.
I wonder if we'll see that one come down the pipe sometime.
Right?
Probably not.
The demand for the gold foil sound is not as big. But yeah, so I love this guitar. I use it all the time. And it's actually one of my favorite, just grab and go, because it's super light. It doesn't really work, right?
It's really light. Like, yeah, I mean, you said it was light, but this is like, it feels like you could almost break it in half.
And it's a berry. It's mahogany, I believe, in the back, and then redwood in the top. It's fun. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here you go. Need to get your voice to be
here. It is super fun.
That's weird. Fun. That's fun, right?
Your brain is like, I'm playing a bass, but I'm not playing a bass. I'm playing a guitar. I can't decide. How are chords? Whoa, take it away.
Isn't that great?
I'm gonna play that for hours.
Isn't that great? It's
cool.
like, it's addictive, right? Because you have the...
It is. It's all the slap and funk stuff you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
As a guitar player.
Oh yeah, well, because for me, the way I break a lot of strings, because the way I play is I pull it, and so a lot of guitars, a lot of the, especially for humbuckers, they can't handle that amount of frequency. But the gold foils, the scaling,
spanky.
Just so so it's like
it's so
addictive, man. It's so
cool.
addictive, and you can tell, like, you could easily lose a whole afternoon.
Oh yeah,
with
it's
this
fun.
kind of
Whole
thing.
new texture.
Oh yeah. So I really love playing this guitar.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Walk the streets for money. I don't care if it's wrong with the drug. Roxanne.
And then for
so let's look at your board here. So this is your compact.
This is what I brought.
Travel board.
Yeah. So I usually bring this specifically for rigs where I don't know what the sound is going to be. I don't trust where, I don't know.
You're saying you didn't trust our sound
Well, I
today?
didn't know what kind of PA you're gonna have, and also, like, especially for certain sounds, like if you want to get that certain good guitar tone, the amp has to be at a specifically happy place.
Yeah.
And I'm in a guitar shop. I'm like, there's gonna be, people trying to buy something, and the last thing you want to hear when you're buying something is just the shrillness of a single coil pickup through a cranked Princeton, right? So so usually when I'm doing like gigs like that where I don't know the sound, or I don't have any time to set up, this is kind of the rig I use. And what I do here is I got a Boss GT1000, and I have like my 5 presets that I use all the time for it.
Yeah.
And like kind of a general, and I have a distortion, and then I have a surf preset. This one's like my super 80s chorus, and, and then the 5-1 triggers my talk box. So I have a talk box over here, and I'm a big talk box guy. So and that's where I have it kind of set up so that I could get nice. It's very easy for me to enunciate the words and get the words across. I use it more for like a vocoder effect, Zapp and Roger kind of style.
Right.
Right? It's like it's a cool way to get around using a wah pedal. Then the.
And do you need to use that talk box? So do you need like a whole like kind of separate rig around it?
Well, I used to have a really complex setup when I had like a passive talk box. But this one,
I remember you used to, in the old days, you'd have to have like a whole other amp and get the microphone and this, and it was quite complicated.
Oh yeah, my first rig, I actually got this. Yeah, it was you have to get a specific kind of speaker. right? And then I had a daisy chain, so I had one of those quilter amps,
Yep.
you know, like
Oh,
those
yeah, good
floorboard
call.
ones, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then I had a couple of different effects, octaves and stuff like that, and overdrives. Robert Keeley always says, like when he does with Peter Frampton's talk box, he says, go for like clean as possible. Don't get any gain.
Right.
But for me, I like to have lots of sustain because I'm trying to go for the talking, right? So like a keyboard can sustain a note forever.
Yeah.
And that's why keyboardists typically when they use talk box, they can get really vocal with it. Sounds
Yeah.
like a person talking. Guitar, it's more like rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
So it's hard to talk. So whatever I can do to help the sustain come out goes along. And now that I have it set up here, this is the amp and the speaker and the preamp in one. And then I use the things in here to give me the different sounds, octaves and compressors and stuff like that. To
Oh,
get it
cool.
going. I also have a power supply unit, so I can charge my phone, and then like
I was wondering what those were.
I can see these are so. Again, this is my like I don't know what the sound is gonna be like setup. So I have these little things from XVive or XVive and it's actually in-ear monitor thing. So I just charge them, and then I plug out my monitor, I plug that into it, and then I have my in-ears, and that's how I get my sound. And I just asked them, just put guitar and my voice in my in-ears, and then I'll keep one out and just listen to the band play.
Right, gotcha.
Again, this is all about, worst case scenario, I can get myself through the gig. In a perfect world, I'll just have a proper mix, but
Sure. And so then the GT 1000, that's just going straight into the mixer?
going straight to the board. Going straight to the board, yeah.
No amp?
No amp, not for this not in this situation, no.
Wow.
So yeah, this is definitely
simple.
this is my get it done
Yeah.
board. If I'm playing in a place that they're really, really sensitive about volume, or if the situation's just kind of iffy. I have a big motherboard stuff that I use for like when I'm doing my solo music, or the guitar really, really, really matters. Then I have the big amps and the big boards, but when I just want to get it done, this is what I'll go for. And I have the Temple pedal
Oh, is that
board
a
here.
Temple Audio?
Yeah, Temple Audio,
yeah,
and they're
it's
Canadian, right?
right?
Canadian
Yeah, yeah.
company, yep. And then obviously I have a clock on there, so that way I know what time it is. I think it's always a
Oh, that's
bad
good.
look.
What kind of clock is that?
It's true bypass.
Is it?
It's it's true bypass.
hand wired?
Hand wired, yeah. Small batch. It's from this boutique brand. You wouldn't have heard of them.
Yeah, it looks very expensive.
It actually doesn't run properly anymore too. I have to get the battery
You
changed.
stepped on it too many times.
Stepped on it too many times.
Awesome.
And then pick strings. I use string joy strings, and then I moved to these like the big
bigger
triangle ones.
Really?
It was Sean from Wide Mouth Mason.
Yeah, yeah.
He comes here a lot, doesn't
Sean,
he? Right?
Rowe.
Sean Rowe.
Yeah, yeah.
So he got me onto these like
It's big, yeah.
It's big, and what's nice is because of the way I play, I'm always wearing away the nail.
Right, yeah,
my
like
index
on
finger?
that first finger
Do you
there.
do that too?
Yep,
You wear
yeah,
away?
totally. Because I use the tiny little Jazz 3.
Oh, yeah.
But then if you're doing fast, funky sort of picking, you can't use the Jazz 3 for that. You got to kind of use your
get it.
finger a bit, right?
Exactly. So he told me, hey, try these. And then I started using these, and then my finger stopped hurting. So it actually protects
go.
my finger. So if you're having
Pro tip.
Pro tip, try these picks. That's a Sean thing. That's not a me thing.
Well, that's awesome. Well, that's cool. So you're off to a gig tonight at Gilt & Co.
We're at
That's
Gilt
gonna be
& Co. Yep,
really
it's
awesome.
Friday. Is this going to come up on time?
Probably not.
Probably
the gig
not.
will have passed, I'm sure. But you got a new album.
I got a new album coming out. It's called Aw Man, and it's on all the streaming sites. Please grab your copy as soon as you can.
I mean, you know that's going to be a killer record. So
Yeah.
definitely check that
Yeah,
out.
it definitely goes on the gauntlet, and I did it in collaboration with Jun Kung, who is a very, very well-known Cantonese pop star. So I met him back in the day when I was doing all the stuff with Sandy Lam and the big, Asian tour things, and he became a close friend. And I went and did a show with him in Hong Kong, and he pulled me aside and said, you got to make an album, and I'm going to make it happen. So he flew to
Can't
Vancouver.
say no to that.
Yeah, when you get you have a big pop star hanging out with you, and he flew himself to Vancouver on his own dime, took a whole month out of his schedule to do it, and we came out with this album. Got Ben Kaplan to produce it. We did it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we did it at Afterlife, which is the old Mushroom Studio.
Right.
So now we did
That's
it.
cool. So right here in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. And is it out now or it's coming out?
It's out now. It just came out last week. There's a new music video for it too that we filmed in Hong Kong. and we had Kate Ma in it. She was one of the contestants.
I thought you were going to say Kate Moss.
Kate Moss. Oh, I wish.
I was like,
no,
whoa.
Kate Moss better. No, she was on. It was in Asia's Got Talent.
Okay,
she was
cool.
on that show.
Awesome.
But she's beautiful. She's wonderful. She's great in the video.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was very hard for the director to try to make me look cool on camera. So I think he did okay, but it's it's a Herculean task. So
that's awesome. Cool. So new record, music video. We'll get links in the description there, so you can find that. There you go, everybody. Jay Leonard J. Thanks for stopping by. See you all later.